street doesn't care about your photos. Have I just missed the opportunity? No idea whether I got that or not. And good morning, just going up to 8:30, and apparently there's going to be some old warship coming up the Thames by Tower Bridge firing its cannons. So we have got up early to please the little 6-year-old in us. Trying to go further up the river, so then when I shoot back they can get a side angle of the ship but also get Tower Bridge in there as well. That is the plan, but I'm at 35mm, so I'm far too far away right now. Thank you so much to Eddie and Greg for both getting me some beautiful OFAT whites. Had one earlier at Watch House, I forgot to record it, so that one's from Eddie, and this one from Greg Simmons. So thank you very much, and if you want to support the channel, buymeacoffee.com. Alright, so I found this cool structure thing, and so that I am just trying to wait for someone to come right in the middle here. Super symmetrical shots are hard, but let's give it a whirl. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, my man has just put a water bottle in my frame. The street doesn't care about your photos. I absolutely love you, whoever's watching this. I absolutely, it fills me with joy having you watch my videos, having you be interested in what I'm up to, and that I think is something that I'm so eternally grateful for, and something that I don't say enough. So thank you very much. Something that is super important to be aware of. When you're watching this video, you're only going to see maybe 100 photos, but I'm probably going to be shooting 800, 900, maybe even 1,000 today. And it's so easy to watch these videos and think, oh, man, JP's such a good photographer, or Roman Fox, or Faza Westcott, or any of these photographers are like, they're so good. They take so many photos. We all take so many photos, and we get lots of different variations of the same photo. Because sometimes even the slightest little sideways movement or tilt of the screen or awareness of something else in the composition makes a photo. And so, take more photos. When you see something you like, think about, why do I like it? Think about, how do I emphasize that thing that I like? And then take variations, take iterations, and don't be scared. You shoot digital, you can wipe your memory card, you can get more space. Just take more photos, and I guarantee you're going to start seeing much better results in your photography, and you're going to be much happier with the photos that you're producing because you have the choice in post. So, they've always been digital photography gang. Trust me. just spotted this. I wonder whether that could be a nice spiky juxtaposition against some people having a nice little photo. So I'm going to hope that either someone goes into here or someone goes into here. It's always nice when you found a frame that you're like, this is going to be the one. And then you're waiting, you're like, no, I'll take some photos of other things. And then the opportunity goes, just like is happening right now. Let's see if I can. Can y'all see? I hope y'all can see. No idea whether I got that or not. I don't know if you can check because I want to go shoot more stuff. I don't want to be bogged down by trying to get the perfect shot because there ain't such a thing. This girl's hair is sick. And there's an edge of light cutting across here. So they're just on the wrong side. Another thing I've been thinking about is how I use street photography as a tool. I use street photography as a way to just practice taking photos, to practice being in different environments and seeing different compositions that are interesting and seeing different compositions that tell a story, because in my job it's capturing behind the scenes stuff. Obviously I've got this YouTube channel, which I absolutely love, but what I do professionally is I take photos and videos for some sick clients, and yeah, they want me to just rock up and make stuff look nice. And so by coming and shooting street multiple times a week, I am practicing that skill. I am getting better at seeing things before they happen, which then means that what I'm creating is then more aesthetic, tells better stories, and yeah, I cannot thank street photography enough for that. I don't even know how I got into it. I think I was just like, oh, I've got nothing to shoot, I'm gonna go take some photos of things. And yeah, I am more than grateful for everything street photography has given me. Given me a career, given me an audience, given me just passion and something to fuel me to go out and shoot more. So I love street photography. Street photography is the one. Oh, I'm so gassed right now. So we've got all of these lights going straight through, and we've got the sun bursting straight down there, and there's all these people around here, and they just create such beautiful leading lines. Let's get shooting. Gang, I promise I will never tell you the settings for an image that I take, because it's not important, and it will lead you down the wrong road. And so what I mean by that is, if I tell you the exact settings I use, you don't know what I've done in editing. You don't know what the light conditions were like on that day. You don't know so much information about why I chose those settings. And so if you then tried replicating that in your images, you'd find that you'd get completely, drastically different images. And so the only time that I would ever discuss them is if it's something that's integral to the look and feel of the image. Sometimes I will shoot an image with a super low shutter speed. And when I do that, I will tell you that I am doing that and why. Because that will give you the insight as to, okay, if that's the rationale that he was using, how could I do the same in my images? And so often I see people get caught up in seeing the aperture, seeing when someone was shooting at f2 or f1.4 or whatever. There's so many factors that go into how blurry an image's background is. So not only have you got the aperture, but it's also the focusing distance between your subject and the background. If you have a huge distance between the two, it will look blurry, even at a super high aperture. And as well as that, there's also how close the subject is to your sensor, because the closer it is, the blurrier everything behind it will be. And so there's so many different things that go into the look and feel of an image, especially through the aperture and a blurry background, that it is just not conducive at all to helping you learn photography, to be sharing those settings. And it's so easy to get caught in the trap that, oh, I don't know what the settings are. I'll be honest with you, for most of my photos, I have no idea. I don't particularly care either, because I know that roughly the image is going to be sharp and that the subject is going to have some sort of separation. And there's so many different ways to do that, that settings just aren't the be all and end all. And that is why I will never tell you what settings I use in my photos.